Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex strikes back. Press start to begin. Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex strikes back. Press start to begin. Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex strikes back. Press start to begin.
Hello. Um, Let me just get that. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, no, I just wanted to. I had so much fun playing Crash One, and I don't know. I think a part of me is like really wanting to continue these games. Um, play the rest of the series. Um, that yeah, here we are playing Crash 2 Best Crash. My personal favorite in the series. And yeah, let's uh
Crash
let's get started
Bandicoot
with this intro cutscene.
Crystals. Of course.
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we need to find an enemy.
inside. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Oh, hi Coco. So yeah, Coco, she doesn't really get any introduction. She just appears. She was mainly just created because of Torna being as risque as she was. Like, parents complained about Torna, which is funny considering she's more prevalent than ever now. Which is kind of funny considering like how censorship is overall these days. It seems a bit more like of a thing.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess a place to start is a lot's changed in the span of 1 year. This was created like a year after the first game, and my god, this game like just improves upon everything from the original. I mean, you can see here Crash has like a new model. I know yesterday, oh, no, it wasn't yesterday. I'm already losing track of the days. That's great. I know before, like, I remember saying that there's some sort of charm to the original Crash 1 model that I think is a little bit lost with the Crash 2 and 3 model. Saying that, this is still a very good model. Like, I've also just realised I've messed up one of the challenges. Oh well. I can always do it after this this run through. I won't be able to show it now, but like, well, I would if I quit, but if you actually do not collect the crystal in this stage, Cortex gets mad at you. I believe you can do it about 4 times before he just starts repeating himself. I know some people could like say, why is Crash collecting these crystals for Cortex? Wouldn't he be aware? And I've already said my opinion on how Crash is. I honestly still think he's not aware of what he's doing half the time. He just gets told to do something, he'll do it. You know? He's a good lad like that. Good little crumble. Oh, this music's so good. Oh yeah, the bonus stages are now like more in theme with the level you're in, which I like a bit more. I always find it weird that like I don't know how to explain, but like the Crash 1 bonus stages weirdly to me have always felt like more dreamlike and not part of the actual level. Well, I mean, they're not part of the actual level, but it always seemed weird how you could go from a castle area to like, say, in the treetops for some reason. But now there's like more consistency. Is that the word? I'm not sure. I'm just babbling on at the minute, but that's fine. We're playing Best Crash. Everything's all good. Ah, damn. I was hoping you... I never like falling in these pits. A crash dance. Hell yeah.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
No, I am not there. Alright, so the reason I've gone back into this level is to acquire the blue gem, you've got to ignore all instincts of when you play Crash. You cannot spin a crate or break a box. I believe this is only something they do for this game, and they bring it back in Crash Bandicoot 4. And hoo boy, that is really that is a big challenge in Crash 4 because they don't make it like the first level like they do here. But it's doable. It's very, very tricky in Crash 4. Like a lot of things in Crash 4, it's, you know, that game does not mess around. And yes, I'm aware that I just jumped on that bounce crate, but thankfully that doesn't count as breaking it. Ah! Same pit again. You can jump... There we go. Yeah, that's the blue gem snagged. Let's go. Also, I apologize if I sound, I don't know what the word is, like a bit tired. I was been trying to animate a little bit today.
So, you were helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. A laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he's created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering
Oh, I don't remember him just like... I don't think they do that in the Insane Trilogy, like where they just cut him off like that. How peculiar. But yeah, if I sound like extremely tired today, I am. I tried to do a bit of my animatic and like kind of, I don't know. I felt really nervous and like, I don't know what the word is, but it's just I felt really nervous today because I was kind of getting a bit self-conscious that I haven't been uploading like any animations as of late, or like showing any progress on anything. So I kind of showed an early version of a recent scene I've been working on, and yeah. So that's why I kind of just sound a bit more drained than usual, but you know, chugging along. I wasn't really expecting a stream today. It's just, I don't know. Something to do, I guess. But yeah. God, I forget because of the Insane Trilogy that like the bouncy crates are like 10 jumps. I think they fixed that in like Crash 3 and onwards, and obviously they fixed that in the Insane Trilogy, which, you know, thank God. I think 10 jumps is a bit much. Why am I getting hit by everything? This is not the way. Not like this. That is a sneaky hit. That is like a Crash 4 hidden crate there. That was sneaky. Not sure how like far we'll get into this today though. Crash 2 is a bit, I mean, it's not a very long game, but it's a bit shorter than Crash. Well, no, it's not shorter than Crash. It's a bit longer than Crash 1. Hello, Game Dog. How's it going, dude? Yeah, I'm playing the original version. I mean, I've been going through all the Crash games. Well, I say all of them. Going through, I went through the first one, and I streamed the like PS1 original of the first one. I was going for 100%, but I didn't end up, you know. Oh, I'm taking it easy. I'm playing one of my favorite games ever. So, you know. And hello, also, Cibola Hot. I mean, just getting, you know, sometimes you just feel a bit tired, so, but I'm relaxing, playing one of my favorite games. You know, I'm happy. Still took you a month to, I mean, Crash games are hard, I get it, like, Crash games are very difficult, and like, you know, for me, I'm able to do them so quickly because I've been playing these games all my life. Yeah, man. Also, I think I'm gonna miss this gem. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I ain't getting this gem. So the mystery gem in Hang 8, you've got to, once that timer starts at the first checkpoint, you've got to run. You kind of like the challenge, honestly. Yeah, no, dude, the challenge of Crash 2, in my opinion, Crash 2 is the right amount of like hard difficulty, but also easy enough. Like the difficulty curve in Crash 2 is so geniusly like done and like well crafted. Like Crash 1 has some horrid difficulty spikes. And Crash 3, in my opinion, Crash 3 is way too easy. But you know, Crash 2, it's, oh my god, I'm just failing. It's platformer curse. But Crash 2 just has like that perfect rise in difficulty that the other Crash games don't really have. And you know, just to throw a bit of shade, it's not like Crash... As the timer gone, oh my god. Just to throw a little bit of shade at Crash 4, it's not, lol, look how Dark Souls we are, which kind of misses the point. I like Crash 4. Its difficulty kind of misses the point of Crash. But yeah, Crash is a very different type of platformer, and I don't know, I think that's what, like... I think that's what attracted me to it. I mean, as well as just, you know, growing up with this franchise. Like, I think Crash was one of the very first games I ever played, so... I love this little guy. And then, obviously, you know, him being inspired by Looney Tunes and my love of Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes and such. It's just... This is the perfect video game character for me. Absolute perfect. Oh my god, I am just choking. Garfield Kart is the Dark Souls of racing. Yes, it is. Wait, is the timer just got... The Insane Trilogy actually keeps the timer if you die in the middle of this. This is a bit weird. But yeah, Garfield Kart is the Dark Souls of racing. I have that game. I have never played it. Someone gifted me the original Garfield Kart and Furious Racing. And I just have them on my Steam. Maybe I'll make it... What is going on? Crash 2 is my favorite game. I fuck up every time. What is going on with my slide jump? The Insane Trilogy has ruined me. I'm so used to how the Insane Trilogy works. I mean, I could have just booted up the Insane Trilogy, but I don't know, I felt like playing the PS1 games. The remake seemed like it made a lot of cool quality of life choices like that. Yeah, it did. No, honestly, it did. Especially for Crash 1. Like, Crash 1 has like the most quality of life changes. And they're just, oh god. They're so good. It makes that game like much more playable. I mean, it's still got some of the original challenge in there. But, yeah. God, I'm trying to read the chat while also like trying to make sure I'm sped up at the time. I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. This is like me going back to the non-remake KH games. Where's my Ripple Drive super bosses and the ability to skip cutscenes? Oh yeah. I just like going back to the original like PS1 games just because, I don't know, there's an aesthetic with Crash on the PS1 that's just cozy. Very cozy. And I like it. Oh my god. Here we go again. I compliment Crash. Crash is like, fuck you. Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. That's what he sounds like. He sounds like Carl Weezer for some reason. Ah, Jimmy. I should animate that one day, but I need to stop thinking about funny memes I could animate and, you know, actually animate my own cartoons. Oh, okay. Is this the bonus with the callback to Crash? Yes! Yeah, this is the bonus with the callback to Crash 1. It's great. Oh. Oh, that was weird. Texture warping. God, I love the PS1. It's so janky, but I love it. It's aged in a very charming way. Yes. Very much so. I honestly still say, like, Crash 2 and 3, they still look really nice for, you know, how old they are. And I said it before earlier, but I'm still shocked that Crash 2 came out less than a year after the first game, and, like, they made so many changes. Like, it's wild. Absolutely wild. Oh. 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 Okay. That was spooky. Oh. I meant to slide there, but like Crash didn't slide for some reason. Boy. Oh, okay. Alright. I am planning to do more of these Crash streams. Like, I think I'm gonna end up doing, like, the majority of the Crash games. I've even figured out something for Bash. Despite my absolute hatred for that game, if all works well, I will be playing and streaming Bash. But I wouldn't expect, like, a full playthrough, because I absolutely despise Crash Bash. Have you seen MP Carlson's YouTube poop of Mashed Bandicoot? I have. I loved it. I haven't seen it in a few good years though, but I love anything that MP Carlson does. I remember he did like a CTR one as well that like makes me laugh at every single time. You gotta stop yourself before you get to the bad ones again. I mean, yeah, but it'd be funny. It'd be funny. I don't know if I would do like the platinums on stream, like the Crash 4 platinums. That would be hell. But I'm definitely gonna play Crash 4. I just don't think anyone needs to watch me play Crash 4 Platinum Relics, because you would see me in a different light. But yeah. I absolutely rage. I mean, it does make it funny, but like, there gets to a point where like my rage on Crash 4 was legitimately like, I think I frightened some people. It's the only game to make me that mad.
Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Oh, okay. I mean, when I say I'm gonna play every Crash game though, like I also just mean like we will be doing Titans. For better or for worse, I will do Titans. I just wanna I don't know. I like playing these funny games. They're cool. I feel like I have the most to say about like the Crash franchise. I mean, I do with Sonic as well, I guess, but like, Crash has always been like a franchise I've adored and I grew up with, and you know, and you know, Crash Team Rumble as of late has just kind of also made me want to go back and play the series. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. We need to go this way. This level introduces one of the worst aspects of Crash 2. Backtracking. I absolutely hate the backtracking in this game because the camera is just not made for it. Especially like for later levels where the platforming just gets really difficult. But hopefully we'll be able to manage it. Shouldn't be too bad. He says as he nearly falls. Okay. But just to quickly go back on MP Carlson, there was a video he did on CTR that I still think about to this day, and it's yeah, it's a CTR, it's the CTR one he did where it's like the contestants must contest their testicles or something like that. And I don't know, that one's hilarious. Sure, if you want. Yeah, we can do that. Do you want me to go into general 1? Oh, like, how should we do this? Ooh. They have a remix of Turtle Woods in Team Rumble, and it's so good, but it only plays for a few seconds, and I'm like, man, I want more. Give me more. Oh, come on, Crash, you should have broke... Come on, there we go. Bolts. Oh wait, good job, me. All right, sounds good. Whoa. Yeah, it has really good remixes. They have like a remix of the Crash Bandicoot 1 theme that plays in the main menu, and oh my god, that remix is so good. I feel like a lot of people sleep on the Crash Bandicoot soundtrack, but like, or like just Crash soundtracks in general, but man, they can be really darn good. Alright, take care, Sir Bowlerheart. Thanks for stopping by. Aww. My single favourite Crash song is probably the jetpack theme from this game. Is that in there anywhere? It wasn't, no, but I'm pretty sure they'll have Or H2O no. H2O no. I don't think they have any remixes from the PS2 era Crash. But yeah, no, the jetpack theme is not there, and I do want that. I think they are considering like elements from the PS2 era, because I mean, I can talk about this in a bit with you when you join the call, but I did a survey recently for Crash Team Rumble that has some very interesting implications for what they are planning for that franchise, and well, that franchise, I mean that game, which had it did ask like which PS2 era characters do you want in the game, and of course I chose 3 of them. Oh yeah, I think right now they're just focused on like the original trilogy and Crash 4. But I think they're gonna slowly introduce like you know, the PS2 era stuff, and the jetpack theme. I have no doubt it'll be in it, because they have Hang 8's theme in the game. I mean, CTR never really like was scared about like Crash Team Racing introduced like a bunch of characters from the reintroduced a bunch of characters from the PS2 era. Like you had the entire Nitro Kart roster in that game, and then they started like going, here's Nina Cortex, here's Von Clutch, Pasadena. It's like, what? Oh, you're reintroducing like bloody Crash Tag Team Racing characters. Oh, you know, heck, even Crash Bash got like referenced in Team Racing. Yeah. Heck, I tell you one character that they had in Team Racing, which I was just like, what, really? Yaya Panda. She is a character from delisted mobile games that you can't play anymore. Oh my god, I'm having trouble here. I keep thinking it's the Insane Trilogy. But yeah, Team Racing went extremely hard. They didn't need to go that hard. I'm just sad that like Willy Wumpercheeks was the only Crash character that was in the data mine for that game that never really got in, which is why I voted for him in the Crash Team Rumble survey. I don't even think Willy Wumpercheeks is that good of a character. I just think he's fucking funny. He's just a funny guy. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's only 8. Okay. But yeah, I'm so glad that all corners of Crash have been acknowledged except Boom Bang. We should never acknowledge Boom Bang. That game is fucking terrible. Viscount, the only original character in that game, isn't even in the fucking survey, which is funny. Shows how much they really care about Boom Bang. But yeah. Now again, there's not even like any Titans reps either. But I mean, Crash of the Titans has been referenced in the Crash mobile game that was delisted, and yeah, that's Viscount. Viscount is the original character from Boom Bang, and he is a very nothing character.
We are not without enemies. Some of them you may even recognize. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next one. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck.
Ah, yes. If I remember correctly, it's either the first two or the first three bosses of this game have been dispatched. They're actually like Embryo's henchmen. But yeah. Bargain bin game. Yeah, it is. Boom Bang is a bargain bin game. I got that game for my birthday, and like when I finally got to play it, it was like the most like disappointment I ever had with the game. I was just like, oh, this is it. This is the game. Okay. Also, I do like how this this boss fight is actually taking place in the exact area you fought Ripperoo in Crash 1. And if you look over here, on the left where that blue book is with a logo, he has the Crash Bandicoot 1 strategy guide. Which is really funny. I'm not sure if that's in the remake, but it might be, but it is funny that he has a Crash 1 strategy guide. Oh, Warp Room 2 already.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Crash, I can't keep the data path open this longer. Crash, you need to...
Also, I didn't mention it earlier, but that hologram robot, that's actually a reused enemy from the first Crash game. I don't know, it's cool. Of course I would notice something like that. Make the box split. Oh god. Oh dear, I hope there's not a death route in this. Because I've just screwed myself over if so. Okay, just hit every fucking hedgehog, Crash. Oh, I don't even think I can get all the boxes anywhere. Oh. Oh. Bean. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Oh god, I love Crash 2 ice physics. They are so good. I mean, they're not that bad actually. I'm kind of. What happened? Here's spin. Oh, that was very close. Spin. Okay. Hang on a second. I just lost the chat there for a second though. Crystals. Yeah, I thought I wouldn't be able to get them all. I think I need a red gem for that one, which I think we get soon, I'm not sure. Alright, air crash. Ah, air crash. Okay, so now we, I believe this is our first secret entrance. Which I say I believe, I know there's 5. There's 5 secret entrances. And they're all different, they're not like the same. So I believe you hit this, jump on the crate, not over it. Jump. There we go. Ah, I think this is where we get the red gem. Good job, Crash. Well done. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What have I got?
Okay, we're doing it. And drop down here, red gem. Yes. All we have to do is just finish the level and get out of here. Very nice. Oh. I think that's the first warp room, like, totally done now. Yeah. Very awesome. Ah. So yeah, we can do Snowbiz now. Might as well do it before we finally properly enter Air Crash. Ooh. Oh, well, we got that. Okay. Good job, me. Oh yeah, I'm ready. All right. I guess we can go into general. Hopefully everything is all set up and ready to go. Let me. Hello. Hang on, I just want to check if everything's. Oh, 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hopefully. Yeah, say something again?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, your voice should be coming through.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I've got it, application audio capture. I had to check though because there's one time where it just wasn't working for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, God. The stage. This isn't the hard one. Not yet. Like this isn't called
Oh,
Hard
no.
Crash, but
I know it's one of the ice levels that's a pain in the butt.
yeah, Cold Hard Crash, which is the 4th warp room.
Like, it's not bad enough that there's a death route, you also have to do it backwards.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
And then you have to play it again just to get that other gem.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this.
I think Warp Room 4 has, like, my least favourite levels in this game. And then Warp Room 5 weirdly has my favourite. Because I am a weird person who likes the jetpack levels.
I gotta refresh myself what those stages are real quick. Hanging out, digging it, cold hard crash, ruination, behaving.
Yeah.
I kind of like those stages. I don't know.
I think
Like, cold hard crash is fun when you're not
digging
trying to
it
100%
has
it.
that really bullshit section where you gotta backtrack and there's like bees, so you have to remind yourself, oh yeah, there's a bee coming my way any second. But then they also throw electrical gates up and shit like that.
Something about the hitboxes with the bees just feels off in this game. Admittedly.
Yeah. I used to, back when I first got the Insane Trilogy, I farmed the bees, because if you just, like, keep spinning in this, I believe, like, keep sliding in a certain spot of the beehive, you could, basically get infinite lives.
Oh, I did that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a hard game, but I hate having to stress out over lives, so I actually did do that.
Yeah.
That's just how I like to play hard games, I don't know.
Like I said, Crash is a weird franchise. Like, it is very difficult your first time through, but, like, more repeat playthroughs, like, you start to realize, oh yeah, like, the lives don't really matter in the end.
I would imagine.
Oh yeah, I think it... Wait, no, I just did that. Oh, okay. I think I just got nervous there for a second. I was like, do I go on the red gen platform? And I'm like, wait, no, I'm on the red gen path. Why am I going on it again? Thankfully, there's no death route, so even if I died, I'm fine. There's a weird access problem with Crash 2 though on PS1. Like, I seem to be like falling off the stage in the 2D segments, and I believe like Insane Trilogy like thankfully keeps you locked, so you don't fall off the side.
Really weird when games do 2.5D and you can go like, you can walk forward and just die.
Yeah.
Did Sonic Colors do that? I feel like Sonic Colors did that.
No, Sonic Colors, when you're on the... Oh god. When you're on the 2D bits, you stay in 2D, you only move left and right.
Yeah. Sorry to bring up that game again. I know you don't like that one either.
Yeah, no, Sonic Colors is not a fun game. Ugh.
I did not know it would go back down if you jumped off of the red platform.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same in Insane. There's like weird quirks that are in the PS1 game that I'm not sure if they're in like, oh god, if they fixed in Insane or not, because Insane does a lot. I know a lot of people like try to say Insane didn't do enough, but like I feel like Insane did a lot to improve these games, honestly.
Insane did a lot of little things that you probably won't notice unless you've played hundreds of hours of these.
Yeah. That's why I'd say Insane is probably like the definitive way to play the original trilogy.
Yeah, I felt that way about Spyro Trilogy too. Like, the only things I didn't like about that game were like just little things like, oh, I thought this animation was a little funnier in the original, you know?
Or certain jokes, like the one that comes to mind in Reignited for me is the Romeo and Juliet joke just doesn't hit as well in Reignited.
Yeah.
Because, like, they actually make Juliet, like, a girl, and I think, you know...
It's funny that they just look the same.
Yeah.
I think Spyro... The original Spyros had some really jank line delivery that was weirdly charming.
Yeah.
Spyro, it's great to see you, but I have to go. But in the remake, he says that in like a heroic way, and I'm like, that kind of misses the point of that. Why that line is so funny.
Yeah. There's one in the original remake where one of the dragons is talking about food. It's in, I believe it's like Dry Canyon.
I know which one you're talking
about.
And
he's like, so-and-so with a pinch of salt. And like, the way he gets cut off in the PS1 game is always hilarious to me. But like, they don't cut him off as hard in Reignited, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I miss that.
It's little things.
Yeah.
It's not even little things that add up. It's just like weird oddities here and there, and I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I also have just a few, like, especially in Crash 3, I have a few, like, line deliveries I'm not sure if I like as well as the original.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of Engine, like, his line deliveries in Crash 3 on Insane.
Engine's voice direction is all over the place in, like, every game. I think that's kind of the point.
We were talking, like, I was talking about this with Mark, like, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know if it was I was talking about it with Mark or if I watched his he made a really good video called the Crash Bandicoot Law Iceberg video.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it goes really like deep and like there was a thing where it was like Engine shouldn't be alive because apparently according to one of the game manuals, or no, it's not the game manuals, it's Crash 4. According to Crash 4, Engine is talks about how everyone should inject themselves with fossil fuels.
Oh god.
And apparently, according to Crash 4, Engine's like whole body is like, it's not blood, it's like he's got fossil fuels in his veins which should kill a person.
Huh. And
it's like extremely like dark. But then there's, you know, there's a lot of dark things.
That kind of reminds me of this one character I have who has liquid metal blood and is also like a blood mage, but then you just see the character, it's just a cute mouse.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that.
I mean, they've also got like, there was like reasonings for why Embryo has like bolts in his head. Like he actually put them there himself. And every time he messes up, he like tightens the screws. Which is like, what the fuck?
Does it help him concentrate, or is it like a self-punishment thing?
It's like a self-punishment sort of thing.
That is really dark.
Like, Mark just says it's funny how, like, every single, like, scientist, it seems, that, oh god. Every single scientist that seems to, like, team up with Cortex always gets, like, mutilated in some way.
I found the video. I'm gonna add this to my watch later.
Hello, Stratikio.
Hello,
sorry
Stratikio.
Sorry if I butchered that real quick. I mean, maybe that's where Engine got his name. Probably, most likely. I mean, that actually would make sense, like him having fossil fuel in his like bloodline stuff, and him being called Engine.
Did the games ever explain why every scientist has a first name starting with N?
I don't think so, no.
It's gotta be a stupid reason for it. Like a charmingly stupid reason for it. But don't they all go to the same school? Maybe that has something to do with it.
Entropy doesn't, I believe. There was a thing I found out as well recently, like it's Trevor from Game Doug's Discord. Hi. Hello.
Oh, hey,
Well-
Trevor.
It's nice to meet you.
This guy is making a game about killer reapers. It's amazing.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, there was just to remember, there was a reason why Entropy's blue. So the reason why Entropy's skin is blue is... Yep, Entropy's N stands for nefarious. Yeah, the reason why his skin is blue is because of, like, him traveling through time. It's essentially just what makes his skin blue.
It happens.
It happens. But yeah, Entropy's nefarious. Embryo is nitrous. In one of the games, Embryo even calls out that his name sounds like a fetus.
Nitrous is a cool ass name. Or first
Yeah.
name.
I don't think do we know any? I don't think we know any of the other ones. Because we never. I know Mark says his friend Maharu. Says that she thinks Engine's first name is Nitro. Because then you would get Nitrogen.
Huh.
Which I kind of like that.
Feels like something they would have done, yeah.
Yeah. God knows what entranced is supposed to be though. Wow. The slide jump is messing me up. It is not the same as like Insane Trilogy at all. We already have N-Oxide from the kart games, yep. Well, his is also nitrous. And if we got the if we got the Cortex game, we would have had like even more scientists. Like there was a Cortex game in development after Crash Twinsanity. Called Cortex Chaos, and all the bosses would be like other scientists you'd have to fight. And the only two I can remember is we had Entombed, which was like a mummy, and Entertain, which was a clown.
Entertain.
Yeah. And they were all doctors as well. Like, it was Dr. Entomb, Dr. Entertain. But you can actually find, like, concept art of, like I said, I think the game was called Cortex Chaos. And you can, like, find concept art of that online. I think it would have been cool to have like a Cortex spin-off, but yeah. Insane Trilogy messes me up with the jump physics because every game uses the Crash 3 jump physics, I think. Yeah. Oh my god. What is going on? Okay, I'm just not gonna spin jump. Spin jump seems to be like messing me up. The reason I do spin jump is because like I remember in Insane Trilogy, it like made you go higher.
Yeah, it does do that. I keep seeing you do it here, and I was wondering if that was a mechanic in this version too, because it feels like something that would have been added to Insane.
Yeah. I think I only figured it out in Insane, funny enough, as well. But yeah,
I figured it out because like spinning and jumping is just fun to do, but after like a whole world of doing, I'm like, wait a second, is this actually making me jump farther? I think it is.
Yeah. It's just really satisfying and insane as well. Especially when you do the time trials.
Yeah.
Which I'd take the Insane Trilogy time trials over Crash Bandicoot 4 any day. I will never
Really like the time
not.
trials.
I will never not diss the Crash 4 time trials. But yeah, if I remember correctly, Crash 1 on Insane has like totally different physics to 2 and 3.
Huh.
And I think it's just because of how that game is designed. Like, I think they said in an interview that they tried to do Crash 1 with the Crash 2 and 3 physics, but it wouldn't work. So they had to, because of like the way those levels are designed, they had to use the Crash 1 physics, for better or for worse.
Yeah. Are the physics really that different between the 3 games in the
Yes.
original versions?
For Crash 1, yes. Crash 2 and 3 have... I would say Crash 2 and 3 are a lot more closer, but there are like some refinements in Crash 3.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't realize it as much because Crash 3 has a habit of going, play a vehicle level. Now do it, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Do the vehicle level. Which is another reason why I'm not too big into Crash 3, is because I like the Crash platforming more than I do funny vehicle.
I have no clue how much I'm gonna like 3 when I get to it in that playthrough we're gonna do at some point.
It's the easiest of the 3 games, like, I can say that. And
Yeah.
I know usually when someone's like getting into Crash, I always say don't start with the first one. Sometimes I even just say play 3. Like, just start with 3 and work yourself backwards.
Yeah.
And I know, like, that's very weird, but like but I usually always have to say, but don't base it like the entire franchise on like what you think about 3, because vehicle levels are just eh. Eh.
Like, this is kind of like how people get confused when I recommend 2 first when I tell people how to get into the Kingdom Hearts series. It's like you will be confused in terms of story, but like it's Kingdom Hearts, you're gonna be confused anyway. 2 is like some of the best gameplay in the series, so just enjoy it and then branch out from there depending on what you like.
Yeah.
If you like the story, maybe go back to the original. If you liked the gameplay, maybe jump straight to like Birth by Sleep or even 3, you know?
Yeah.
You're gonna be lost anyway, just have fun with it.
Thankfully, I mean, Crash has a story, but thankfully it's not like too big. Or convoluted, thankfully.
Yeah.
But there are some like
It has about as much weight as, like, Looney Tunes. Like, it's
Yeah.
there if you want to, but, like, none of this is required reading.
I think Crash 2 has the best story of the 3, I will say that.
I love how stupidly simple 2's story is.
It's
Like,
simple, but
Cortex
it's
is just,
also
like...
it's also a bit like, I don't know, it does a little bit more than you would think, with because you've got the whole Nitrous Brio thing.
Yeah.
Which he's pissed at Cortex for like not crediting him with the Evolvo Ray.
So I think Crash 2's story is kind of interesting in the sense that, like, your character isn't really experiencing it. You're just kind of seeing these 2 people squabble, and your protagonist is too stupid to know what's going on.
Yeah.
That feels unique. I don't know. Like,
And then you've got Coco trying to come in, which Dave has a theory that, like, because I said to Dave once, like, how is Coco trying to communicate when she's got a dead battery? And he was like, he said, Dave thinks it's Coco from Crash 3.
Oh, that game has time travel.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, that's wild.
And Coco's near the time twister computer in Crash 3. Like, every time, like, you see her in the hub world, she's, like, near it. And a cute detail, like, just to spoil this real quick, a cute detail they do in Insane Trilogy is she's actually hacking into the time twister. Like, they have an animation of her hacking into the time twister. And if you look at the screen, it's the island from Crash 1 and the warp room from Crash 2, which basically explains why Coco is playable in Crash 1 and 2 in the Insane Trilogy, is she's literally using the time twister to go back in time to help Crash.
It's cool.
Yeah. And then, you know, you've got the whole theory of, there's the whole Crash theory of, did Coco going back in time to help Crash in 1 and 2 with the time twister, has that now split the timeline of the series to where...
That's why there are 2 Crash 4s.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I really like that, actually. Great, Crash has a split timeline. That's not confusing.
Great, I have 2 franchise I like with split timelines. The cool thing about, like, Crash 4, though, in terms of that timeline split, is I think we're still going to get, like, Crunch, and maybe the Evil Twins, but I think Crunch is more, like, he's likely to happen soon.
Crunch feels more, like, representative of that era.
Yeah.
He was in multiple games from that era, and was even part of, like, the main good guy team for a while.
Yeah. I mean, he was part of the main good guys, like, after Wrath of Cortex. He just stayed on the team.
The Twins were a great set of villains, though.
Yeah. Cortex Strikes Back is the Majora's Mask timeline of the Crash series. Yeah. Oh, Wrath of Cortex. Yeah. So, the cool thing about Crash 4 is the elementals still exist. Like, they are still part of, like, the history of Crash. And the reason I say that is, like, if you went into the prehistoric levels in Crash 4, there's carvings of each of the elementals, which does line up with the fact that the elementals have been, like, they were created like years ago, and I have just missed getting some crates. Fuck. But yeah, like, they still exist within the Crash 4 timeline. Crunch Bandicoot is on a monitor during Coco's, like, evaluation tests in Crash 4 during the flashback tapes. And what I find, as well as, like, the Evil Twins, they're also on a monitor in the Gasmoxia levels. What I find really interesting about Crunch, which no other character really has, is Crunch has a redesign. He is the only character in the game to get a redesign. And a part of me is like, why has he got a redesign? Like, of all the characters, why him? And you put him in Coco's evaluation tests when Cortex is, like, testing Coco to be his next general. Why is, like, you must obviously be planning something with Crunch. So, yeah. I think Crunch is, like, still going to be in the series. I think they're going to reintroduce him again, but... Yeah, I think they have big plans for him.
I think they're gonna change him a bit because he really was just kind of a Mr. T stereotype. But like, I think they definitely are gonna bring him back.
I think they're going to change him a bit. What's interesting about his design in Crash 4 is they've made him look like Crash more.
I'll look this up real quick. Or Crunch. Or I could just probably put in like Modern Crunch or something.
I think Crash 4 Crunch will bring it up. I'll see if I can find it real quick. Cause...
Trying to find it. I see a fan art here of what someone reimagining Crunch in the Crash 4 art style that looks pretty good, but that's clearly not it.
Hang on, I'll put it in the voice chat.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll see if I can put it on screen real quick.
I can see that, yeah.
Hang on. Oh god, it's massive. There it is. But yeah, he looks a bit more like Crash than normal Crunch, but yeah, I just find it very weird that they have this design, like this is clearly a redesign. So it tells me that they have more plans for him.
Yeah.
At first I was like, is that Crunch in the game? Because when they show you it, there's like a green tint over it. So it was like hard to tell if that really was Crunch, but oh yeah, I've got to abuse the polar bear real quick. Hold up.
Oh, this is a fun Easter egg.
Yeah. There we go.
I showed this to my sister without context when I was playing this. She's like, "Did you just kill the polar bear?" Get lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he comes back angrily in Crash Twinsanity.
Right. Watching you play Twinsanity is probably the hardest I've laughed in a while. The series is great when it's a little meta.
Yeah.
That...
I mean, there's a joke in Crash 4 that's weirdly meta as well. And it's like, it's one of the masks going, how many times have you beaten this clown anywhere? And they go 3, and Coco just says 3. And he's like, really? Only 3? Seems like, funny, seemed like more.
Crash 4 meta line I liked was, I think it's when they first met Tana, and she's like, "Alright, what are you collecting this time? Like, crystals, gems, masks? Oh, alright."
Yeah. Alright.
They just pick the MacGuffin. Oh, I hate trying to get boxes on ice. This is annoying.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully it's not as bad as Crash 4. Oh boy. Fuck the polar levels in Crash 4. Oh my god.
It's like a hidden level in this game where you gotta do this in the dark. I get that level's probably meant to be hard, but I feel like I had way more trouble with it than even the average person did.
Yeah, it can be pretty difficult. But just wait till Crash 3, oh boy, they have a hidden level in Crash 3 that's not good.
Oh hey Vada.
Hey Vada. I am.
By the way, we're streaming right now, so hope you're okay with that.
What you streaming?
Crash 2.
Crash 2.
Crash Banushka 2.
Crash Banushka 2.
Crash a bunch.
Banushka Strix back.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Crash a bunch of no cheese 2.
I keep missing a box right now and it's making me sad.
That's the vibe of these stages always.
I usually can do this like easily. I'm too used to Insane Trilogy. I'm blaming that remake for being too good.
I hate this part here where it's like there's one box on the right, 2 boxes on the left, and then one more box on the right, because clearly you gotta go through them in like a straight line, but that's kind of hard to do here.
I'm now curious, what if I dash? I wonder if my hitbox is bigger.
be a cool way to balance it.
I know Crash 4 makes the hitbox bigger when you dash. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. No, no. Okay.
I guess not.
I just praised this game on my title and everything, and it just it hits me.
Oh,
This Crash 2 is a bad game now.
You know, it will
little
always
rough
be
around
the best.
edges.
It is a great game.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does still miss it. I just caught up.
That part's frustrating. That is a hard area.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna chance this. I'm gonna share my screen real quick so you guys can like see it more up to date than the stream.
Nah,
Nah. Okay.
you don't need
I don't
to.
have to.
All right. Oh, come on. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. I love the polar bear levels. Like they are some of my favorites. Funny enough. I know I went on a tangent saying I don't like vehicle levels, but I don't know the polar bear. I like him.
That's because you get to drive on a polar bear?
Yeah.
I'd say drive.
I don't know why I keep missing that box. What is going on?
I'd say drive. Boxes.
Why did you put the bouncy crate there? What is the purpose? It's not like I can bounce on it.
The bouncer.
The
I don't know, it
bounce.
just looks different.
What is up? Why am I having so much trouble?
There's gotta be a trick to this.
Usually when I play this game I can do that without even thinking about it.
Well, it's a thing that I don't know if the term is still used these days, but it used to be called the Let's Player's Curse.
Yeah,
You're
that's what it
I'll
feels
still
like.
use that.
Yeah, you're usually like perfectly fine at a game, like you can 100% it no problem. The moment you record it, everything goes downhill.
Yeah.
Conver still actively uses that phrase, and I love it.
Okay, good.
Yes, we did it. And we missed the first box we did after doing that. Great. But we got it. We got the checkpoint crate as well. All is good.
How bad was the PS1 controller?
For this game?
Yeah.
I don't think it was too bad. I mean, I'm also playing this with an analog stick right now, and when I yeah,
shoot.
when I grew up playing this game, I only had the D-pad.
You know, I have a feeling that the analog might be the reason why you're not doing that section so cleanly. Because that section looks a lot easier to do if you have like more like D-pad precise controls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might actually just use a D-pad for the rest of the stage.
What controller are you using for this?
I'm using a genuine PlayStation controller on my genuine PlayStation console.
Of course.
I'm definitely not using a DualSense PS5 controller.
The D-pad for that work with it? Does that have a D-pad? I don't know the PS5.
Yeah, it does.
The PS4 has one. Been using it to play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance recently.
Kind of makes you appreciate those speedrunners in GDQ who do it live. Oh, hell yeah.
For sure.
I need to watch, like, some Crash speedruns again. It's been years. Are we so I think we're nearly done with the second warp room now already. Just plowing through the game. I mean, we're having some issues here and there, but for the most part, we have been plowing through.
Oh, issues? Like what?
Like that box.
Well, besides the box.
And I died a few times stupidly in some areas.
Okay, fair.
Something the Insane Trilogy doesn't have is Crash's goofy looking expression here, where he's like, oh, oh. I miss that.
Aw.
Oh. Also, I gotta say, I also missed the Crash PS1 walk. What is this? He looks so stupid. I want him.
Huh, so this game does have analog precision. I keep forgetting that the PS1 had like an alternate controller.
Crash 2 is very weird. There are two versions of this game. There is the original version of this game, which was the Black Label edition, which had only D-pad support. You could not use analog. And then there's the Greatest Hits version, which was like the second run. And that was the one they added analog support in.
Okay.
And then for some reason, when this game came to the PlayStation 3 on the store, they used the original version so you couldn't use the analog stick. Yeah.
What a terrible decision.
Yeah.
And I bet nobody in the quality assurance team, you know, even knew there was analog controls in the first place. Not that
Yeah,
they even,
probably.
like, not that they even care.
Yeah. Though I think in the US, I might be wrong, I think in the US they had the analog stick version on the PlayStation Store. Yeah, so
it's a UK thing.
Yeah.
Or a Europe thing. Why?
Yeah. And in the UK, they only sold the UK version of the Crash games on the PlayStation Store. And when it came to Spyro, they sold the US versions.
Were there actual differences? Like, outside of, like, maybe spelling a couple of things differently?
Frame rate.
Just frame rate.
Frame rate, Crash 1, 2, and 3 are harder in the UK. Like, the times are harder, some enemies have more hit points. The game is a lot more unforgiving. Also to compensate with the 20 FPS frame rate we got, they made Crash's jump height bigger, like higher.
Interesting.
And then in Crash 3's case, those gold relic and platinum relic times are a bitch. Like, they are unnecessarily hard.
Was the gray label version ever released in Europe?
Yes.
Okay, so there is no excuse. Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know if it... Oh, fuck. I didn't know for years that I was playing with, like, harder difficulty versions of these games.
Go figure.
Now with Spyro, I'm not too sure, like, if there's that many differences other than frame rate better in the US. I'm pretty sure Spyro, for the most part, is the same. It's just low frame rate because of PAL TVs.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it could be a NTS thing, but I think I've got some like American friends who also have like told me the same thing, that they have a version where it's just the D-pad and the other version has the analog stick.
I don't recall, but I could theoretically go boot up the game and check. That may take a while. I don't know.
Or you could just look at the label.
Yeah. It's hidden downstairs somewhere.
Whoa. The mystical area of the downstairs.
Oh.
I have a bit of a story with, like, my physical copy of the second game. I bought it at a yard sale, and it was, like, heavily scratched, so, like, a few levels in World, I think 4 just did not work. And then, years later, I found out that there's apparently, I don't know if there's, like, a glitch or, like, a dev thing or an oversight, but, like, there's a weird part of the game where if you jump on, like, a seal for, like, 5 minutes straight, you just get a crystal. And I used that to get a substitute crystal for the level that kept crashing, and then I was able to beat the game. Or the level that kept freezing. Because one of the levels kept freezing and I couldn't beat it.
I wonder if it's
like...
the exact same level. So, I got... So, just a warning here. I was in hospital at one point.
Yeah.
And I was in the hospital for so long when I was a kid that, you know, after a bit they realized I was like getting sad and I just wanted to go home and stuff, that they brought in a PS1 for me to play so I wasn't so bored. And one of the games, I remember I remember 3 games I played a lot on it. One was Monsters Inc. The other was Croc. And the other one I played was Crash Bandicoot 2. And I remember it was the level Air Crash in the second warp room would freeze up every single time I played it.
Jeez.
So I could never fully beat it while I was in hospital, and I was sad. They also let me try a Game Boy as well, a Game Boy Advance, which I didn't have at the time, so I was like, this is cool, I want one.
So is that vault supposed to be clippable?
Oh my god, that one pisses me off. How are you supposed to figure that out?
I don't know how you're meant to figure that out, honestly, but yes, it is meant to be clippable.
It's like the Nitro Crate pile I can kind of get, like, you know, they don't bounce, so you're like, okay, maybe they're painted on or something, but no, that one you literally just walk through a wall.
Yeah, I can't, like, really defend that one. That one's kind of, like, bullshit.
It's a rare Crash 2L.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there's a bunch of Nitro Crates in a dead end.
Yeah.
So, like, it is highly suspicious, but, like,
I feel like I am more likely to try bouncing on every Nitro before I am able to, or would think to walk through the back wall.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention earlier that this is actually the game that introduces the Nitro Crates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video on YouTube I gotta check out later where it's like, can you beat Crash 2 if every crate were Nitro?
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching that one.
I gotta check that out.
The answer is no.
The way I thought of it is, as a 10-year-old, was like, hey, there's a bunch of Nitro Crates in here. Is there anything I'm missing? Yeah. I mean, there's another one with Nitro Crates later in the game where it's like, how you meant to know that, but like, that also has like a sign where it's like, none of these, like, if you paid attention to the game, none of the Nitro Crates were jumping. Normally a Nitro Crate would jump and they would be glowing, but the one with the stairs, like, they are static, and that is, like, your hint. But I assume they expected, like, some people, like, kids in the playground would be like, hey, you know, if you did this in Crash 2, you'd be able to go through the wall. Which, that was, like, a big thing back in the day. I know a lot of kids that played Crash as I was growing up.
Were there any red herring rooms at all in the games? Where it seems like something should be in there, like some kind of big secret pathway, but there ends up just being nothing.
Not that I can remember, maybe some in Twinsanity, but I put that down to, like, that game being rushed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm surprised that game is that good for how rushed it is.
It is like the Sonic 06 of Crash games, but it's somehow
Like,
ended
what
up
if Sonic
being good.
06 was good? Like,
Yeah. I love his fucking goofy face.
Yeah. I think what sells Twinsanity is the soundtrack, at least for me personally. Because, like, if there's a soundtrack that can, like, both be, like, a fucking bop and kind of tell you how rushed the game was, it's gotta be that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, shit, we didn't bring our instruments.
It's so funny with Twinsanity. It's so rushed to the point where they play an unused level track in the credits.
Amazing.
I kind of like this fight.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
The bosses in this game are really hit and miss. That's a criticism I did have with it, though.
Alright, lads, time to bring in the Stormtrooper air humping gif.
I did like this one. Is there a particular reason why the health bars are tickets?
No idea. I think it's just they did it in the first game, so they thought, let's just continue that.
Yeah. I don't know why, but that's something I actually noticed when I was playing the remake, that wasn't like that anymore, and I thought it was kind of random to change that.
Yeah.
Just replace them with generic video game health bars.
Ugh. Can't have that.
Make your health bars unique if you can, you know?
I want more health bars that are hexagonal. Thank you.
I need to play the
Exciting.
Scooby-Doo PS1 game sometime, where they straight up try to, like, copy the Crash boss, like, UI.
Yeah.
It's not even, like... Well, to be honest, that entire game is just a Crash Bandicoot ripoff. But, you know.
Love how Kingdom Hearts does health bars, where, like, you have a character portrait in the corner and the health bar wraps around it. Like, that's kind of unique.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I like games where the portrait changes depending on how much health you got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the portrait sort of does get sad if you're at low life.
Mm. It's been a thing since, what's the earliest game that I can think of that has it? James Pond.
Pond.
I love how the big Komodo brother... Oh, God. I love how the big Komodo brother leads his throw in phase 3 to try to throw you off. Yeah. The Komodo brothers are so weird. Like, they only appear in the... Like, in the original trilogy, they only appear in this game. Like, they don't reappear in... I mean, they were planned for Crash 1. Same with, like, Tiny Tiger. He was made during Crash 1's development. They just didn't get to use him until Crash 2.
Yeah. That's what it looks like, if you're curious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Komodo brothers only get like one chance to like really shine, and then they're kind of like they're forgotten about. Like even the PS2 era doesn't really remember them. I think they were planned to be in Twinsanity, but they got cut.
What do they work for again?
They work for Brio.
Brio. Okay. Oh, you're going for speed, not for boxes.
Yeah, there's a... Got that wacky old timer again.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Hey.
Whoa!
Oh god, I hope I can do this. I think I might have... Yeah, no, I haven't got the... Yeah, kill me.
The time limit wasn't that strict when I played this.
No, I think they make it a lot, like, more lenient and insane, which is nice.
I see. If you do want to be stricter, that's what the relics are for.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
It was a little annoying too, because it really did feel like you had to tank some hits here, get by as quickly as possible.
Yeah. That last section, definitely you have to tank it. It's like, I've never been able to do that without not getting hit.
gotta make sure those kids don't just beat the entire game 100% without purchasing the game. We can't have them rented.
Definitely not.
We gotta get that profit.
Especially Crash 1. Oh! Okay.
That is a genre of games that I will never miss.
What?
Rental protection level 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's that dumbass difficulty spike games throughout the 90s had.
Yeah.
I'm all for accessibility these days. Like, I like games where they're like, we want players of any skill level to, like, enjoy this game at their ease, and, like, you know, if you want to have more of a challenge, you still got it. I don't know, I find that, like, really cool.
I love how Celeste does accessibility difficulty. Like, the game is like really hard by default, but it gives you like a lot of like bonus options. Everything from like just generic difficulty stuff to stuff that can help with disabilities, and it kind of wraps it all into one menu and just... You got everything from like making the game pause when you're about to do your air dash, so like if you're not used to games of air dashes, you have time to like think it over. You have stuff like slowing the game down. Like it's just a really nice menu.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
Crash 2 definitely has my favorite humor in the whole series. Hang on, what's that? In the whole series, as a kid who didn't speak English that well, Crash 2 taught me puns, snowbiz, unbearable, sooner or later. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then you've got Crash 3 that's like referencing like old Naughty Dog games and a David Bowie song for some reason.
It was the style at the time.
It was the style at the time. And you cannot tell me those Arabian levels are not based on Aladdin.
They definitely are.
Yeah. I feel like Aladdin, like, it didn't come out at that time, because I know Aladdin came out in 92, but maybe, like, I have a feeling it might have, like, come out on Disney VHS through the whole fucking Disney Vault shit, and somebody at Naughty Dog was like, yo, we gotta make these levels. Bloody hell, even Entropy looks like Jafar.
Oh, so it was based on the Disney one. Uh-oh.
What?
The adaptation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Disney 11. I think it's cool.
No, it's just like, you know, you're treading on thin ice.
Oh yeah.
You mean like cultural appropriation-y reasons?
What? No, I'm just talking about Disney able to sue you.
Disney and their fucking lawyers coming in and being like, "What you doing? What are you
Yeah.
doing?"
You can't guarantee. You can't copyright an evil man with a goatee.
Crash 1 on the PS1 has my favorite use of coyote time, like ever. You know, you notice its absence when you play like really, really bad platformers like PUBG. Yeah.
Or just any fan platformer.
Crash 4 has quite a huge amount of coyote time as well.
I like Coyote Time.
Yeah. More games should have it.
Oh, absolutely.
Crash, it is not the time to dance. Whataburger.
Whatba?
What did I?
Whatba?
Also, there was a... I'm not sure if, like, I mentioned it to you guys, but there was, like, a weird Toys for Bob thing recently. So, like, they just, like, did this tweet. They don't normally, like, tweet about hypothetical shit like this, so that's what made it, like, really out of the blue. But they were like, since The Plumber Boy is about to break $1 billion at the box office, we think Crash deserves a movie. What say you at Sony Animation?
Weird way to get
I see a
attention.
Crash movie
Alright.
working.
It just seemed very like out of the blue and like, okay, why are you guys tweeting this? Seems very weird. And like nothing's came up about that tweet since. But it's like had like the Crash community thinking, oh, are they like thinking about it now because of Mario? I think we'll just have to wait and see on that regard. I do expect more video game movies to happen now.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember that era between like early 2000s to like late 2020s where like no one took video game movies seriously?
Yeah, and now
Like, it was
like
kind of a joke how bad they were.
yeah, and now they're like really good.
Like the Sonic movie was really good. Like the Mario movie, people have issues with, but it did sell exceptionally well.
Yeah, I mean it was always gonna sell well, to be honest. It's Mario.
Yeah, Illumination and Mario.
If anything, a Crash movie would make more sense with Illumination's sense of humor.
I'm not sure if I trust
Sells-
Illumination of a Crash movie. I don't know.
It's one of those things where the label sells more than the actual content.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it. Like, if there's anyone like you could probably get the Spider-Verse people on it. You could get, I don't know, Gendy on it. Sony Pictures has some like really good people, and I think they could do a good Crash movie and make it a bit, and make a simple story more than it is.
Hell, just take the. They could do like that kind of movie that's like a bunch of different shorts and make it like a bunch of those like scrapped cartoons from a couple years back.
Yeah.
Series. That'd be kind of a nice way to like repurpose those and let everyone see them. Just release it all as one thing and call it a movie. I don't know. That's kind of how that movie with the really painterly art style of the animals you showed us earlier was kind of structured.
Oh yeah, the big bad fox.
Just frame it like a play, like oh yeah, here's the plot of this act.
Yeah.
Oh, it's what episode 2 of the original cartoon is. Oh yeah, that's the point. I don't know, man.
I'm just very interested. Like, I want a Crash movie now. If they're thinking about doing it, I'm just like, yeah, do it. And I also think like if they do a Crash movie and it is successful, you're probably also gonna end up with Spyro. Which, like, you know, if both Crash and Spyro both got movies, that'd be great. Some fans have been saying like give Crash to DreamWorks. I'm not sure if you know I'd have that.
What did DreamWorks make again?
DreamWorks, they did Puss in Boots. Shrek, Puss in Boots.
Working.
Yeah.
I could see that working.
I
my first thought,
DreamWorks could do a good Spyro.
Would, yeah. First thought was actually Warner Brothers, but I think that might be a bit too generic an answer.
Plus, with how Warner Brothers is right now, it's
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible bouncing crates.
I hate how high the crates bounce other crates sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I get that it's meant to be like, you know, cartoony and like kind of unpredictable, but it's so unpredictable that it actually kind of pisses me off sometimes.
You know, in Crash 4, you have to slide underneath a nitro crate as it jumps.
Awful.
Yeah. The silence says it all. I'm sorry, was that the fucking Our Real Monsters scream there?
Yeah, I love how these men scream.
Oh, crap, what are you okay. Skeleton?
I love that part. Okay, there is some decent, or there's some, like, you know, you're not streaming it, so, like, we're not exactly up to sync here, but I love that part where you become invincible, and then you go through a door, and there's just a wall of boxes, and then you just touch the enemy in front of it, and the whole wall explodes. Like, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
it's so satisfying as well. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I have to hit these two boxes first. And then we go this way. Yeah. I do not dare. Oh, okay. I dared. I love Crash 2 backtracking. Oh god.
This is...
Get out of the water. Okay. Oh, fuck you. I want to be clean. Crash, this
Get
is
out
a
of this!
sewer.
Why are you in the sewers?
I want to be with my people. Oh. I love that face. Aw.
Crash! Thank goodness. I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure what Cortex meant to find.
Okay. Time for more beers.
To think that's a Coco from a different timeline.
Yeah. What?
Something kind of wild about like when you have a story that has like the same character appear twice at different times. Like they're so different that it kind of feels like two separate characters.
Yeah.
I just got sent a game to Let's Play that did that 3 times. Like you you meet the same character thrice, and it's like a completely different age each time, and he's like working for a different faction each time too. Starship's story is so confusing, but I love trying to follow it.
Alright, this is the younger one. This is the older one. And that's the one that missed the fucking box.
Going to become the Joker.
I'm going to become the Joker for girls.
No.
Lied. Okay, we got it. I don't even know how far we are in this game now.
Not far enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've only beat 2 bosses.
That is kind of an issue I do have with this game, and I think it is something just kind of Crash in general, but like, I find it doesn't really do world themes. It's like, oh, this one has 2 ice levels and a sewer level. Oh, this one has a sci-fi level and a dark level. Like,
Crash 4.
that makes sense.
Crash 4 does it.
Ah, alright.
But yeah, the original trilogy doesn't really do it that much.
Probably did that on purpose for like more variety, but me personally, it kind of makes a lot of the worlds blend together.
Mm.
I don't see any of these stages as like World 3 levels. I see them as like level 10 through 15.
Yeah, I mean, at least World 5's, for the most part, stays on theme.
Yeah.
Because you've got you've got the 2 space levels in like Cortex's ship, and then you've got the rocket.
And there's like a
levels.
random dark level for some reason.
Yeah.
I wonder about that one. They just like they thought of it like early on. They were like, okay, this feels kind of hard. We should probably put it in late. And then like by the end, they're like, I mean, we got this level here. Let's just put it here.
I know there's a cheeky fucking joke in the Insane trilogy.
Yeah.
So the level Piston It Away
Pissed away.
has a yellow like tint on its doorway.
God.
That's not in the original game as far as I remember. But on the Insane trilogy, they put a yellow fucking doorway for Piston It Away.
We're really taking the piss now.
Yeah.
I googled that.
I missed the box. Fuck.
Da-da-da.
Ba-ba-ba.
I like the death animation where Crash takes the polar bear up to heaven with him.
Alright, you come to Brazil.
Sorry to Brazil. Slowly and slowly, my Crash voice is turning into fucking Paul Weezer. Hey Cortex, how's it going? Piston It Away, I just got that. Oh, now Ogre. Yeah. Good level name.
Really gives a whole new meaning to the Cars movie when it's all about the Piston Cup.
Yeah.
Cars in general, as a franchise, feels like it's taking the piss out of something.
Wow. Which me lightning.
In a way, yeah.
Like, that feels like it'd be a fake movie playing in the background of an actual movie.
Yeah,
So,
I'll tell you what
you
feels
know-
like a fake movie. The day I saw the trailer for Planes, I literally thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Oh my god.
It's,
You're right.
It wasn't. Yeah. I am 32 years old, for fuck's sake. Don't feel bad. There are some jokes in this game I only got a few years ago.
Is there a reason why there's, like, a castle roof world?
I think that is supposed to, like, because that's taking place on the ruins of, Cortex's castle from the first game. Which kind of makes it seem like the Cortex Vortex is literally above where you were in the first Crash game.
Yeah.
And funny enough, you can actually see the first two islands in that warp room.
Cute.
Bonus room has always felt weird to me. It
Yeah.
feels like it's either just a random idea they couldn't put anywhere else, or just an arbitrary reason why you can't 100% a stage the first time you go there. Either or.
Yeah.
Kind of felt a little unnecessary, I don't know.
I think they just wanted to have secret levels because they had them in Crash 1.
Yeah, you know what, yeah. It could have been handled a little better, though. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I feel like I needed a guide open every time I got there, because I'm like, okay, am I actually doing this optimally by going through this one? You gonna say something,
Thankfully... Oh,
No, go on.
Alright.
I was just going to say, thankfully in the Insane Trilogy, you can go back to that secret warp room whenever. In the PS1
What?
game, you have to actually do that secret all over again.
Wait, every time you want to go there, you have to, like, do the
Yeah.
secret? You can't just, like... That's a good change. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was a style at the time.
Yeah, waste your time so you don't return it too quickly.
Yeah.
I swear, like, every remake of an RPG from this era either gives you, like, double speed grinding mode, or, like, halves the experience you need to level up specifically for these reasons, too.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
I love hearing your reactions when there's a little desync, because when you said whoa, you just jumped on the platform leaving the bonus room, so it kind of sounded like you were worried you were going to fall off there. It's like...
Ow. That's another level down. Hopefully that is Warp Room 2 done now. How far are we? We are 48% through the game. So almost halfway.
Almost halfway there.
Oh,
Bird on the chair.
Kermit on a chair.
Percentages like that are always very unhelpful because like the last 10% are gonna take you more time than like the first half.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the games that go a little beyond and give you 103% completion.
That's actually a pet peeve of mine. Also, see you later, Trevor.
Take care,
The
dude.
game's looking awesome. I am so hyped for when Red Reaper actually comes out. I cannot wait to do a full Let's Play of that. This is a fun level theme.
Oh yeah. Also, by the
Ruins
way,
high
you
up in the air.
can see Cortex Castle in the background there.
How that silhouette is.
Yep.
Oh,
That is
cool.
the ruins of the destroyed Cortex Castle Island from the first game. Yeah.
Am I remembering this wrong, or are those lizards the only enemy in the game that can only be killed by sliding into them?
I think no, actually there's another enemy.
Oh, the like little walker guys from the final world.
Yeah.
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm in the trash.
That is a crash line he has actually said.
Oh my god.
There's a Crash of the Titans and like Radical Entertainment Diary, and they make Crash as if he's like a kind of a creep in the office. And there's a
What?
bit where he's like chasing a woman and he nearly gets run over, and he goes, "Hey, I'm walking here." And then he sees the woman go and he's like, "Ah, no, Sarah."
What?
Why is it always a Sarah?
Very common American name.
Very common damsel in distress name too.
Hang on, I have to get this real quick. I won't play it on stream, but I'll Crash of the Titan. We
Make
will
it a
watch.
stream notification.
Yeah. Was it
Do they let you
Radical?
do that on YouTube, or is that just a Twitch thing?
I think it was
What?
just-
What again?
Are like sub notifications or like donation notifications on YouTube as well, or is that only a Twitch thing?
They are a thing sort of on YouTube. You can donate. I'm not sure if subscribing is a thing. There is like a way to join people, but you have to like be successful for that.
Yeah.
That's just like an overall thing for the channel. It's not like specific to the thing, to the streaming. But yeah, you can. There is like donation buttons. You don't get bits or anything like that. Nah, just a donate button, and it like blocks the top of the chat
Oh,
depending on how much you donate. Because it'll stick there for everyone to see.
also here's something I found out recently. You can spin these logs that the monkey throws.
Oh yeah, that took. Yeah. It's weird. Those don't look like they can be deflected like that.
Yeah, there's some projectiles later in the game as well that you can also spin, and I only found that out recently.
How the fuck are you supposed to figure that out?
No idea, honestly.
I mean, they're kind of hard to avoid, so maybe they expect that you're gonna want to experiment around with it.
Maybe you could also just be like me and do it on instinct.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
why
one
would
thing
they?
about-
Why would they have like platforms to allow you to avoid them early on? Then
No idea.
Yeah, like little pathway things. It's almost like this was like a last minute change.
I was gonna suggest that. Yeah, that's a plausible theory. At the last minute, they were like, "Oh, okay, this is a little hard to avoid. Let's just let them deflect it." What's that? The the platforms to avoid them entirely still there, just keep them there.
Yeah.
What a big oh.
I could still see the monkey in the distance.
Yeah.
It's really fun how you can see stuff from like future pathways.
Future and alternate pathways.
Yeah. I'm curious what's back there.
Mm-hmm. Like, look at all them fruit. Look at that crate you could have missed.
The apples.
Look at these rats.
That's
Rat.
perfect for the rat posting channel.
Oh.
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 Okay, this was a bonus room that felt like it was taking the piss. It's just you go back and forth like 5 times. So it's
They feel so easy to me now compared to Crash 4.
yeah.
Crash 4 bonus rooms are fucking sadistic.
Pet peeve I have with the series in general is that, like, they're not really bonus rooms when you think about it. Like, when I think of, like, a bonus stage, I think of, like, short break to get optional stuff. Like, the classic Sonic is a good example of this. Like, you know, the Sonic 3, like, pinball, that's a bonus stage. Like, you get extra rings there, you get a shield there. Here, though, they're, like, required for 100%. That doesn't feel like a bonus to me. That feels like just something I
Except for
have to
Crash
do.
1 on the PS1.
Yeah, they are a bonus there. Maybe they kept
Though
the name just
Crash
because
1 on Insane, it's required.
God damn it.
It implies that maybe they just kept the name because it was, you know, there at that point.
It was the style at the time.
Yeah. Bonus roomable.
Oh.
Crash 4 bonus rooms actually just look like Celeste puzzles, and I don't know why they're that hard.
And then you've got the Crash 4 flashback tapes where they introduce a crate that you can only bounce on a certain number of times before it turns into a nitro crate. And
It's
if
like,
you
what-
want all the boxes, you have to turn them into nitro crates.
Like, what if Celeste had no dash and stiffer movement? That's what hard Crash 4 gameplay looks like to me.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, if you ever want to try a hard game again, try Celeste. I think you would really get into it. Like, it's really hard, but, like, it actually cares about your time, you know?
Hmm.
I think these bears looked a lot scarier in the original.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of things in this look, in the PS1 games look scarier than the Insane.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
I hated that! That was a really stupid way to hide a bonus area.
Yeah.
You jump the bridge you just saw something else die in.
I guess the hint for that is it didn't destroy the whole bridge, but it's still kind of stupid.
That's not a hint at all.
Yeah.
Oh, a rare Crash 2L. It's...
Now, that was just complete bullshit because there was a segment like that in the last one. Well, sure, it did destroy the entire bridge. We saw him fall down. We could have just fallen down there, but why would you?
Maybe if they made it so the bear didn't die. I don't know how you would portray that, but like
I think
if
you
see a
also
bear
hear
fall
a
down
thud.
pit-
Oh, if there's like
Is
an
that
audible
the hint?
thing.
Like-
But that could still just be a cartoony thud. You'd have to really
Yeah.
pay attention to the last time it happened.
Yeah.
And no
Often-
kid's gonna pay attention to that.
Who's thinking about the sound direction in the chase level, you know? I don't know, man.
Having just the white fucking blobby ass stick out from the bottom would have been enough.
Yeah.
That would have worked.
And it would just work as an elevator down.
Oh.
Fuck. Ah. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Is this it? No, it's still more.
No.
Oh. Book. There we go. I'm getting a lot of lives this level. I also find it weird that, like, they have dash pads only in this level. I find it weird that there's just dash pads in a Crash game in general, to be honest. That feels very Sonic.
Boost pads!
Boost
Think
pads!
about it. How does a dash pad work anyway?
The same
question.
way a dash pad works the same way you expect a conveyor belt to work? No,
Like, have you ever stepped on a treadmill as it's
Yeah, that.
running? But you don't go fast off the other end. You just fall and hurt yourself.
Of course. But it's the
Do we need a mod of a Sonic game where, like, if you go over a dash pad, his leg just gets sucked in and he just bleeds to death?
That is literally
Maybe not that extreme, but, like, I think
that is literally every fan animation that makes fun of dash pads since fucking 20 years ago.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Everyone's fucking done it since the dawn of fucking time.
Fashionably late to the party.
Super late.
You know, it would be fun. A mod that gives Sonic red eyes and he tries to kill Tails.
Don't even joke about it. That's disgusting. Fucking hate the fandom.
I do too. We all do. Hey, that secret is a bit more obvious, because that's a piece of land that really, like, obviously does not belong.
Yeah.
That looks off. That's gonna get you curious to want to go back.
Wait, the first two islands aren't showing here? What the fuck? I guess they added that in Insane.
Huh.
Interesting. Oh wait, no, they're there. I see it. Yeah, there's one per island, because I can see the area where you fought Koala Kong. They're just hidden. Time for another bear level. Immediately die. Cool.
Bear repeating. Oh.
That's a Crash 4 stage.
It's also a character from my series.
Bears repeating.
The bear repeating. Bear with two heads.
When the bear is repeating.
And the bear repeats.
I love the fucking polar bear music. It's such troll. It's troll music. It will be my my profile theme in Crash Team Rumble if it gets in.
I think like the anthem from Rocket League, like it just plays a snippet of that when you get a goal.
When you kill someone, it'll play a snippet of it with your like profile image and stuff. And if you get top performer, it also plays it.
That is how Rocket League does it, huh?
You should watch a stream by there was a we did like a thing. I was in the stream, but you can't hear me because I was in the other VC. But
I think you told me about this.
We won for 2 hours straight, and the guys who were streaming, they lost like nearly every we won every single match except one where we were trolling, and for 2 hours it's just them getting mad at us, and it's funny.
Good. Get them dude bros mad.
They got mad at Cortex and Dingo Doll. I was Dingo Doll.
Ah yes, the big daddy.
Yeah.
It gave me a really stupid idea for like a video. It's like you get like a group of like 16 people to play a multiplayer game, and then the whole gimmick of the video is like it's just a normal gameplay video, but every time someone loses or every time you lose, the perspective of the video goes to that person until they lose, and I just need to see where that goes for like 2 hours straight.
You can actually hear our side, because you've got their side on one channel, and then somebody who was in the call with us was also recording it all.
Made that level look easy.
So yeah.
Wouldn't that just be a big spoiler, though?
But I'm sure you
What do you mean?
things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals
Like,
will be the hardest
Game Dog's idea there would be a really big spoiler. Because, like, we're in the perspective of the guy who's next to fucking die.
I'll contact you again when
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a neat concept, but
Kind of reminds me of those ROM hacks that are like, you know, it's a game, but every 30 seconds it turns into a different game.
every 30. Those aren't ROM hacks.
They aren't? I swear I've seen one for like the classic Sonic games before, like it just randomly swaps between the three of them.
No, that's not a ROM hack. That's the emulator doing it.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, that's been a thing for like a long time ago. Although there are like multiple variations of it. What I like the most is the one where it changes the moment you collect something. Those are fun.
Just seeing it, yeah.
Now, normally it doesn't recognize ROM hacks because of the header change, but you can just like force it by just modifying the header.
Yeah.
And it's as chaotic as it can get if you have like all the entries of a contest as the ROM hacks to play through.
Oh my god.
Which is something I did, and I regret it. The last one was a golf ROM hack.
With golf?
Yeah, it's called Snulf.
No, what's your language?
What do you mean? It's golf.
Hold on. I need to look up what this is. Let's look up like Snulf ROM hack.
Yeah, Snulf.
Oh, it is. There's no way it's as weird as this is looking. Wait. What? Have I never heard of this? Wait.
That's what it is. It's just Snulf.
You just. Oh my god.
It's a rather simple concept and rather simple execution, but it just works.
How does this work with like the more platforming stages?
It does not.
Oh my god.
No, I made sure not to take as much time on it. By like, it has some customization features, fortunately, like skipping Metropolis.
Yeah. Oh
and
my
only
god.
doing, like the first act or the second act. I think I went with the second act. And it was still the last one to complete in a challenge like that.
Yeah, imagine. How does Sky Chase work with this?
I don't think there is a Sky Chase. I'm not sure. I don't even think the final boss is in it.
Oh my god.
I just no. The thing is, I didn't skip Metropolis. I was an idiot. I didn't skip Metropolis. I still did Metropolis. I was stuck there for hours.
Oh my god. This is too goddamn funny.
Time for another secret entrance.
Oh, or how
Oh
you do this
boy.
one?
How dumb is this one?
I went
Find out.
backwards and it teleported me down here.
I hate the hitboxes on those little spike enemies.
Hmm.
What?
You just warp away.
Just whoosh. Keep your leggies up.
That one is too fast.
Fast and way too fast.
The leggy.
Can't even collect all of the fruit there. Like, you just warp away before you can collect the last two.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's an
fly.
entire video of someone, like, trying to get those two fruit. Just an entire essay and all the efforts in order to get it.
Knowing YouTube
Make it
video
like 2
essays,
hours.
I was gonna say, knowing YouTube video essays, it would probably be like 40 minutes long.
Minimum.
There was this video where someone found a typo in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and he made an 8-minute video about it.
8 minutes for a typo.
Like how? I didn't like this level.
20 for a misaligned texture.
I thought I was going into. I thought I was doing this a bit too well there for a second. I knew I was gonna fuck up at some point.
Those UFOs.
Like the 3.5-hour Minecraft story mode video essay guy is telling you that eight minutes for one typo is too much.
See, but that's an entire that whole thing is like all plot.
I could not get over how long that ended up being.
I wonder if I can do the same with all the shit I know.
It's longer than my Yik video. My god.
And you still have a whole update to go through whenever that releases.
Yeah. You know about that.
Hmm.
That update looks really interesting. I can't wait to finally try it out.
I wonder if they renamed themselves to Yip for April Fools.
Ooh. Alright,
This
nice.
level is so
Ooh. No crash dance for you, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do all this tonight.
Oh, that's fine. This game is like 10 hours, 100%.
Yeah. So I might just do this one level and then call it. Oh fuck! Call
Perfectly
it for a night.
Why would you want to call it "oh fuck"?
Ah fuck!
Pretty
Crash
unique
2.
thing I praise Crash for is that its sewer levels are actually fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how they pulled this off. Like, it even has, like, weirdly slow parts, like these monkey bar sections, but like, something about this is really fun to me. I don't know.
I also just like the design for
Yeah.
the sewers.
Not just gross green. Like, you get, like, red sections. Like, it has an interesting color palette for a sewer level.
Yeah.
Interesting colors for the poop shitters.
Like,
And
I've only
good
played
music.
2 games. I've only ever played 2 games of a visually interesting sewer stage, this and Y2K.
Damn.
No, it's because they make the water neon green, so it looks like a 90s commercial. Like, it's kind of fun.
Fun fact: both games have orange-haired characters.
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
We're onto something.
Dude, don't give Game Theory ideas.
Christ, can you imagine if he did a video on Yik?
Yik is just Crash alternate universe. Hello everyone. Welcome to
Game Theory.
Let me show you the same fucking picture of me that I've been using for the past 10 years.
Has Game Theory ever made a video on Crash? I'm curious now.
Probably how something is like the death of something else.
I might after this is done, I might play that fucking Law Iceberg video that Mark made. Because I want to see your reactions to how fucked up some of that shit is.
The only thing I can really find is his like live streaming channel. He played some insane trilogy.
Okay, good. He hasn't touched the boy.
I guess there's not enough to theory about with Crash.
It's not popular enough to warrant some clickbait.
Oh my god, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know I've talked about this before. I consider Game Theory to be a guilty pleasure kind of YouTuber, if that makes sense. It was like, I know it's cringe, I know it's bad, but there's something just so entertaining about watching this man make the dumbest conclusions possible.
I like the ideas of the videos. I don't mind that. I just mind the guy behind it.
Yeah.
And it's one
Some
of
of the
those
stuff.
things.
Yeah, I got you. Some of his like topics I think need a better tone as well, because he's very jokey in his videos, and you know.
I think he's a bit egotistical as well.
A little bit, yeah.
Welcome to Game Theory, where I show you how Mario killed Toad in the very first Mario game.
See, that's me, and that's the Pope. Whoa.
I got the fucking Pope video.
Isn't this the same?
His reasoning for that, from what I remember, is like, Undertale is a game about bringing people together, so we saw it as a symbolic thing, but I'm like, buddy, you gave the Pope a Steam key for your gift when a bunch of YouTubers went there.
Yeah. That doesn't look like Crash is playing that didgeridoo there. It looks like he's fucking deep-throating it.
What?
In his death animation.
Oh. Wait, is that
Supposed
what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's a didgeridoo.
I thought that was a cane.
Nope.
Huh.
Didgeridoo, more like did you know?
Hey.
Hey, did you know?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Alright. Well, that is probably going to be it for the stream for tonight.
Can I say something real quick, though?
Sure.
Okay, so as a kid, when you die, you get turned into an angel. Like, that makes sense. When you die by Nitro, you get turned into... I don't know what the didgeridoo has to do with it. What I thought was going on as a kid was it, like, rapid aged you and killed you, and that's why you had a cane, maybe? I never knew that was a didgeridoo. It's...
Yeah. But yeah, that is probably it for the stream for tonight. I will be playing this again. Thank you, Game Dog and Bardo, for joining me. Goodbye.